Hello, this is for students that did not finish the LD50, we're not here Friday, and did not do the LD50 curve. I'm making a video for you to help you with it. So you're going to go into the lesson for Friday. You're going to pull up the spreadsheet. There's a Google Sheet in there. We are not going to do both graphs. We're only going to do one of them. So we're going to do graph number one, and so I'm going to show you how to do that. Once you finish graph number one, you'll put it here. So if I go to the data place, you're going to see a little table. This is what I want you to fill in of your table. This is our data for the day. I'm going to let you pause. You can stop the video for a minute and go ahead and put the data in the table. Once you've done that, we need to do a calculation. Remember, we're going to graph percent sodium chloride solution versus percent mortality. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to let Google calculate this for us. So I'm going to click on this cell here. I'm going to click type equal, parenthesis. I'm going to click the cell before, divided by 10, parenthesis, times 100. Once I do that, it's going to ask me to autofill, and you should have your percentages here. The next thing I want to do is I want to graph percent salt solution versus percent mortality. So I'm going to highlight this column, lift my finger off, that's a left click and drag, and then I'm going to hold my control key down, and I'm going to highlight this column. I'm going to come up here to insert chart, and you should get a scatter plot, right? It's going to look like this. Now, the first thing is you want to check and make sure that your X and Y axes are labeled. You've got a title. I don't really like this title too much, so I'm going to double click on that, and it's going to let me change it. I'm going to call it LD50 curve, and that's good. Another thing I don't like is I don't like these points up here, so I'm going to double click on the y-axis, and then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to make my max 105. And when I do that, you can see that all the graph is on the curve. All right, next thing I want to do is go ahead and put my curve in. I'm going to come here to series. I'm going to click on that, click on trend line, but instead of a linear graph, what I want is a polynomial. So I'm going to click on the polynomial, and I want it to the 4th degree, and that gives me this pretty good looking shaped curve. Now, here's what I want you to do. You've got your graph, you've got percent mortality, you've got your x-axis. What I want you to do is label it just like this. Now, our threshold is not 40 milligrams, nor is our LD50 100 milligrams. You have to look at your graph. Remember that your LD50 is going to be at 50% of your seed germination. You'll come across your graph, and you'll read it down here on the x-axis. I want you to go and put all of this into your graph, and let me show you how to do that. So we're going to come over here. What I can do is I can come over here, copy my chart, and insert it into a drawing. When I insert into the drawing, I'm going to paste it unlinked. I now can do all the things. There's text boxes, there's lines. I can go ahead and make sure that I have my threshold labeled, my LD50. I've got the lines going from the 50% to the x-axis, and I can make it look just like this. Once you do that, you hit save and close. You can get rid of the other one, and you'll have your graph. Then you can, you can take these dots, and once you do that, raise your hand and let me look at it, and I will help you. I'll give you credit for that right from your spreadsheet.